I think, if I recall, we're still in Ash Canyon hanging out, doing the thing. We just did a walk over from the mine over to Miner's Folly last episode, and I believe actually in the last episode we got that fancy cool little thing, which is going to be a set of crampons and a brand new backpack. Hello everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to the Long Dark and our Interloper run. We are currently chilling out in Foreman's Retreat, I believe, up in the top section of Miner's Folly because the bear was hanging out with us. So I am kind of cooking a little bit of water because I think we got a little bit of a low time here. We're going to be in this general area for probably a couple days, which means we are going to be fighting with Mr. Bear. So let's go ahead and munch that down. I don't know exactly whether I want to deal with him right now. What I do want to do actually is go out here very quickly now that we've kind of warmed up just a little bit. We've got a little bit of time on that. Let's go out here and snag these saplings, since I know we already grabbed a couple from the mine the other day. So let's see. Up. Is he here? No. He kind of circles around and comes in and says hi. And okay, he's over there. Good. I want to get these and I want to get them started curing again with the other ones. So we'll go ahead and collect these. Cool. And I don't think we're going to need any firewood per se. I think we're just going to kind of spend a little bit of time doing a little bit of maintenance up here. We're going to go ahead and loot this cabin. I just wanted to make sure I grabbed those before I forgot about them. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and put those all down. So, boop. And boop, 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 boop. We got a pile of stuff coming with us. We're going to have all kinds of bows and arrows and tool making materials and things, so it's pretty cool. All right, so we've got 40 minutes until those are boiled. I'm going to have to put a little bit more firewood on that because for some odd reason it seems to run out rather quickly, even though we, in the end of the last episode, now have, where is it? Poke the button, fire starting 5. So I wanted to kind of touch on this one just a little bit. It's not, fire starting 5 is magical, but it's not like the point when you hit fire starting 3 where you don't have to use the tinder anymore. The 50% faster, 50% longer is amazing, and this 90% chance to start fires means that even with this garbage right here, the reclaimed wood, it's 90% chance to start a fire. So it's very, very, very handy. So let's see about doing a little bit of a look around in here. Let's go ahead and put that down and see what we get. There's some kind of few things around. This is a good spot to get shoes. Usually there's going to be some semblance of shoes right there. Book, we don't really need a book much anymore. I think these are fairly guaranteed, or at least they're pretty much here most of the time. The cabins, this cabin, the anglers, and the other one over that we're going to go probably hit up today usually will have matches in them somewhere. So this whetstone is guaranteed. At least it's been guaranteed every time I've been in here. That's always fantastic to find another whetstone. And let's see what we get in the chest. A ragged wool scarf. Not really. I mean, starting off here, sure, that's amazing, but not right now. There's a briefcase. And nothing. Quit swinging. I must have my mouse sensitivity way up. So there's lots and lots of cloth in this room as well, or in this actual building in particular. We have 10 cloth. We also have plenty of leather, so I'm not going to mess with hardly anything here. I think the only big problem at this point is that we didn't get as much food as I was hoping for. So that might mean we may have to go down and see what Mr. Bear is up to. Let's go put this one down. Which one was which? That should be the good one. Okay, so you can sit right there. I'm going to go ahead and pull that torch off of you, and then we'll go ahead and do a quick light check. All the curtains are harvestable. That piece of cloth is right there is harvestable. And I don't see anything else. There is, of course, a bedroll in here you can hack up if you have a knife. I'm not really worried about it, so let's see what we got. So I'm going to put this away. And put it away. We don't need it for right now, because I think likely we're going to have a torch get blown out if we head down that direction, because it doesn't sound amazing. But we're going to go ahead and dump off some water. Yeah, that'll work. Is it still on? I mean, I guess there's no reason why I can't bring a torch if it's lit, right? So we'll grab that one. It's probably going to get blown out, but let's go see where Mr. Bear is. I would like to go ahead and at least knock out as much of the rest of this area as we can. What do we get? So he kind of walks right straight through the middle of town and then wanders over towards those rocks and then around the back over to the bridge. He's probably well over to the bridge by now. No, he's over there. It means he might be coming back. Yeah, I know. I want to see if there's any food hanging out before we get too excited about trying to deal with him. Oh, yes, we get a little bit of dog food. Very cool. This little area is really interesting because it's kind of like, what do you want to call it? Mountaineer's hut up in Timberwolf. It's warm. As you notice, our temperature is coming up. And because it's right here, you can get to the workbench and work from a kind of a warm area and not have to worry about lighting a fire for the most part once you get nice warm clothes. So it is a really nice workbench. I do kind of like this workbench for being here. So let's see. Nothing. Sometimes there's a toolbox over there on different difficulties. Sometimes there's a backpack right there. Where is he? He might be headed home. He's right here somewhere. Sometimes there's a flare in this one as well, so let's go in this other cabin and see if we can find us a little bit more food. All right, there is the mining log page. If you want to go ahead and read that one, of course, come on up here and do it yourself. It's not a whole lot of much of nothing, so wow, we're not getting a lot of food. What did we get for pants? Brand new set of combat pants, or brand new, whatever. Used set of combat pants. And we'll grab another torch. Since it's getting a little dark. Nothing else. So underneath this bed, you're almost always guaranteed a piece of clothing. So it's either going to be combat pants or boots or socks or something else. There's sometimes a cup of coffee up here on Stalker. And sometimes there is a readable book sitting right there. And this is the only locker in the zone, and it's never been locked in the 5 or 6 tries I've been coming up here to do this mess. So, I don't think we want to harvest the cloth. I think our interests are just to push on through this zone as quickly as possible so we can get back to Timberwolf and get our coats and whatnot made. I really, really need to remember to crouch before I come out this door, because he will be right there. He is right there. I just heard him. He's right behind this rock. He'll circle around. He comes like out through and then up and over and around, or sometimes he'll go up over there and around, but he circles around down here quite a bit. He's a really good bear to come hunt if you need a bear skin, because he's confined to a very small area. Very, 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 very small area. If you need a bear skin and you want a place that you can kind of live for a little while, this is the place to do it. The other thing that's really kind of odd about this barn as well is that this reclaimed wood that's kind of around the outside of it right now respawns, or at least it tends to respawn. So I've come in here several times and then come back several times, you know, over several 100-day period, and found the wood is back laying out here. Like I don't know if we picked that one up, but the reclaimed wood in this little area for some odd reason seems to respawn. Now, whether or not that's been changed, it's been a while since I've been up here with one of my other older lopers, but yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a neat little spot. I mean, if I was going to long staycation base in this zone, it'd be between here and then the either anglers down there, I should say. It'd be here pretty much. It'd be in this little area right here, and then possibly, you know, occasionally go down to anglers, because anglers has quite a bit of wolves and at least a couple of deer around it. So you can live in that general zone down there for a while if you want to. Anyhow, we do have a bit of a fire still. Let's keep it warm and working. And we'll count our calories. I think. So, let's see. There we go. Right down there's anglers. That's cool. So when we came in here, it's going to snow before I get this done. But that mountain over there, kind of that one way over there, that's the base of where the cave comes out. We went in through over up and on top of that little flat area down in that area. Well, if you, instead of go out the way we came down, you can climb up on top of High Meadows over there. There's 2 ropes. You get up on top of that little peak, and then you use that bridge and come over to that little zone over there, walk all the way through it, come into that zone over there, and come all the way over to here. If you want to come to Miner's Folly first and not see a wolf, that's how you do it. Matter of fact, we may go out that direction because I do want to go over to the Birch Forest area. There's a couple of little hidden things that we may or may not look for. I don't really know how much time I want to spend in Ash Canyon. I kind of wanted to say we're going to get through a couple of little sections here very quickly and go on to the next piece. This is the prize. These are the prize. All of these maple saplings and birch saplings. This is your prize if you're a loper. We did get a couple of, we did get a couple of arrowheads too, so that is a kind of your prize as well. But for the most part, coming into this zone, if you started somewhere else, that's what you're after, because there's, I remember how many, but there's so many arrows and bows in this zone, it's not even funny. All right, so let's get her ate up and ready to go, and then sleep through the evening so we can go ahead and eat that. And drink that. And we're going to munch on a few of these. I do intend to go down to the bottom and pick up a bunch of these. I actually kind of want to find the moose, or at least figure out whether he's here or not, just so that I know where it's at for a later date, should I think we need to come back. So we're going to eat a little bit of this, and drink a little bit of that water that we made. We're not exactly tired, so we're going to have to waste some time. That's fine. Actually, I probably should just go ahead and rip up some of this stuff. I am still carrying that jacket. I'm going to go ahead and kill a little bit of time here, and then we're going to take a nap. And see you guys in the morning. 6, do it again. That should get it to 100%, actually. Yes, 100%. Okay, cool. So I tend to kind of hang on to certain things like wool sweaters, thin wool sweaters especially, because once you get to the point where you've got more than one other thing that you want, like we're going to be keeping wool sweaters all the time, I tend to hang on to a spare. So we do have a spare set of these now. I think these are 92, so we're not going to repair those right now. So we're going to haul a couple of those things with us, and I went ahead and cleaned out the rest of the unneeded clothing that we didn't want. So we got rid of the scarves, and I went and tore up the boots. So we have a couple of pieces of leather now, and that's perfectly fine. Now, how good is my bag doing? Bag's doing fine. Everything's good. And we're going to go ahead and eat this. Just to get a couple of more of those down. And we're gonna leave. We're gonna run out the door over here. We're gonna make sure we have enough water on us. Go ahead and just drink your fill of water at this point. So it's kind of like at this point, I don't carry books around. I don't even bother to look at books, because once you hit fire starting 5, anything starts. So we're gonna make sure we pick all of this stuff up, because it's coming with us as we go. I kind of want to maybe... See, this is where this zone kind of screws with you a little bit, because you end up stuck in a kind of a corner, and our corner right now is food. We ate a bunch of food here. We ate a bunch of food down at Anglers, so we're going to kind of follow towards the next little bit of food. Hopefully there's not a bear standing out front right now. Now, like I said, if we need food, we got a big old bear right here. So let's go around the back over here and see if we got anything else cool. Hopefully not walk straight face to face with a bear. There is a bed back here that this area is somewhat, hey, we got, somewhat warm. And there is a bed back here, so if you do end up with cabin fever, you can come back here and sort that. Did we get it? Yes, we did. Sweet. That is going to be, read it, way up on this high plateau, only spot half a dozen more towers to climb. What a day. Okay, cool. I know where that one's at. We might even just go do that one now. Let's go get a bit of charcoal. Just because I know there's some charcoal over here. Did we get both of them? I thought we got 2 of them here. Let's go inside real quick. These are always kind of fun. It's a little bit of a thing you can go do. Okay, give me a piece of charcoal. Take charcoal. How many did we get? 2. Okay, we'll carry 2. That's perfectly fine. All right, let's look at our map. I guess we're only going to get 1. Yeah, I know where this one was. Matter of fact, day 1 of being in this zone on the first character I brought in, I got that one. So it was kind of cool. We may run over there and do that on our way out the door. So today is going to be a little bit of us just kind of doing a few things. So let's go see what we're at. It's going to be a little cold because, of course, it's morning and this is a mountain and it's always cold in this zone. So we checked the cave. Let's go around the front so we can get our eyeballs on the, landlord of the area. If I got to shoot him, I'll shoot him. But we got lots of calories and we don't need to be here that long. Where is he? Because he walks right in where we need to go. I don't see him. Now there's a dead deer carcass back over there. If I need to go get it, I will. But again, he's kind of the spooky one. You can usually get right through this zone and not have to deal with him. So we're just going to kind of keep going.
Does it really do?
That's the first time today. Back across another bridge. I need to actually go over there and check that cave too. There's a cave right down over in that corner that might have something good in it. So we may visit a few things, we may not. Just depends on what I feel like. We still need to go to the top of Timberwolf.
Too close.
I will take all of you. And it's a little dark back here, but that's just because of the lighting they added later on. Has changed a few things. Oh yeah, that's not a stick, that's just the rock sticking out. Again, this whole pathway all the way up, there's no wolves, anything. Just that one bear, and you can easily walk around him if you're careful. Sometimes if you're really lucky, there'll be a deer carcass and a couple other things on this line. Anything in the box? No. Let's go to the back of the cave and hit a quick warm up. Nice. Of course, I break and then, we end up with something go on. So go away, wind. Go away, wind. Never mind, we're just gonna deal with it then. No deer this time? Where is he? Huh. Okay, well, cool. This is another one of the little marshy areas that's up here. And we're going to have to listen to the wind blow, but that's fine. I guess I could have passed time a little bit longer. It's a fun area to kind of come look at, too. There's a lot of, there's rabbits and more sapling. I think that's the only sapling, but there's lots of sticks. And sometimes a camp right over here. Yes, we got the camp, and it's probably trashed by now, isn't it? Is it junk? It isn't. Sweet. Wow, is it cold? Go ahead, sleep. Just sleep for an hour. Okay, it's warming up. Cool. Great. So, yeah, another snow shelter. Sometimes there's a camp up here. There's 3 locations, I think, for a camp in this zone. So we found the one that's right here. Let's grab the ketchup chips, and that's it. That's all that's here. All right, we're going to go straight for the next bit of shelter because this wind is not cool. I'm going to check something first.
I've never felt so
And pick
cold
these up.
in my life. God, I did anything right.
Oh, you're just fine. You have like a half a thing. Quit whining. Sometimes there's a tub back here as well with a Polaroid in it. I'm kind of figuring our other Polaroid location's over there. So, let's head down to Homesteader's Respite. Listen to the wind blow. Huh. Yeah, okay. Keep going. We're good. We're just going to kind of walk on through all this. I'm a little heavy, but I think once we drink a little bit of water, that'll go away. I kind of want to bring a bunch of materials. Basically, what my plan is generally with this area is I will use homesteaders as a kind of a, this cabin that's over here. We're going to go, it's a cabin you see when you come in from the other side. You guys, we didn't get to see that because we came in the deer clearing exit instead of the Echo Ravine exit. But we're going to get to the top of it right now. I was actually debating which direction I wanted to come in so I could show you whether or not we were going to come in the legit way or if we were going to come in the not so legit way. So let's take a drink of water. There's the fire overlook. Drink. And spraying risk is gone. Cool. Let's hit the right button. We're going to trade this out for our crampons. And we're going to go start making one of the first caches that we're going to use in here past anglers. So we're going to climb down this rope here. It's a long rope, too. Very long rope. All right, and then we're down. So that's cool. Yeah, now she's tired. And we're cold. So let's make a run over to the next little cabin, and we'll dump a couple of things off and do a quick look. We're kind of running out of food-ish. That's okay. There's plenty of food really close. So this is Homesteader's Respite. Let's check in the bag. Yeah, made it down. You're fine. this will be the second place. Look at that. You could have come in here and had 2 sets of combat pants, a jacket, one of the things, 2 thin wool sweaters. You've got to be kidding me. So we may make up our minds and like rip that one up or something like that. But this cabin is another place that I will leave things in. So all of these, every bit of that, we're going to leave those right here for right now. Mainly because of the fact we have a bunch of these all over the place. Now, I will probably come back up here and haul these out when we're ready to leave in an episode or 2, depending on what we have going on. But let's see what we've got in here as well. So we've got worn combat pants, ragged thin wool sweater, which is amazing. That would have been very warm for us at the beginning had we started here. I still think this is another great place to start. You just have to know the maps. You have to understand where things are. I've started in this zone and had pretty much every bit of my persona covered so that, you know, we're not having to worry about frostbite or things and stuff like that. And you end up with a whole bunch of pork and beans, some stuff, and again, I think probably the next set of guaranteed matches. So as far as I know, I've come out of this zone with at least, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 sets of matches coming just out of this zone. So it is pretty cool. Hello, emails. All right, let us, I don't think there's anything else in here, plus there's this, you know, small arms book that, you know, don't really need to worry about. We don't care. I don't need to make a fire. I know it's kind of dark. We actually, before I completely screw up, go ahead, eat the dog food. Let's just eat ourselves up a little bit here before we accidentally lose our well-fed. We'll go hang the rope so that we can get up and down the hill a little bit better. And then I think we'll probably call this episode. I have too many cans on me again. Bink, bink, once again. Cool. So let's grab the rope. The rope is right there. This rope is guaranteed to be in this building almost every single time. I've never not found it in here. And the reason why that rope is important is because you come around the corner of the cabin over here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And you can put the rope up that's over here. So let's check the fire bin. Coal bin or whatever it's called. We got 1 piece and a tinder plug. No, thank you. Might even be able to light a fire outside. That'll be cool. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that right here so that we have our way back out of the building or back up here. I got really cold really quickly right there. So that'll get us down, or at least that's how you get back up here. Getting down, there's no reason to climb down this one. Go ahead and pick those. Why not? Let's go back over here.
Wait, it was so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
You're fine. We're going to spend the day, night, whatever, in this cabin taking care of a couple of things. I'm going to have to make a hard decision here pretty quick because I don't really think we're going to want to keep all of this clothing. And there may still be another piece of clothing way over there. Plus, there might be something in that little bitty fishing hut. So, I think it was last episode or episode before last that I think the fire was started at that fire barrel. I actually think it technically started either in that fishing hut or the cabin that's right over there. So, either way, it doesn't really matter. That fire kind of represents some other things that are a little bit silly. So, anyhow, let's get inside. And go ahead and start thinking about doing a little bit of inventory management as far as clothing is concerned and a few other things. So I guess for now, guys, I'm going to call it. We'll see you guys back in the next episode where I think probably what we're going to do is try to go down into the bottom a little bit and wander around and do a little bit more exploring. I think we're going to have a little bit more, at least one more episode in Ash before we head to Timberwolf. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.